Welcome back everyone to the Audacious Money Witch channel where we talk about investing and trading and a lot of fun things. Nvidia stock is the most important stock of the world in this Gen AI era of time, and everyone wants a piece of it. The move dramatically to the upside during the hype cycle, and it crashes significantly down during the fear black hole. It used to be a GeForce RTX GPU maker just for us video game fanatics. In this video, I will talk about how to play the Nvidia stock game, the most profitable real-life video game you can play in 2024, since Grand Theft Auto 6 is not coming until fall of next year. Yes, I bought the recent dip on my TTWO stock also. How I have profited from Nvidia stock massively over time. If you have seen my recent video, you would know that I am currently holding Nvidia stock as I jump back on that Black Monday. This is my public conversation with my friend Tommy in our community. It's under Warren Buffett sold Apple video. You are welcome to ask me questions in the comment section below. As Jensen Huang used to say, welcome to my hood. Why I love the Grand Theft Auto game is that it is the American dream. First you are just nobody, then you work your way up, and finally you are your boss's boss. In the stock game, you must know your founder and CEO. In Nvidia's case, it's Jensen Huang. He is a legend now, but did you know 30 years ago, he used to be a humble Taiwanese toilet cleaner or busboy immigrant working at Denny's. He founded Nvidia with two buddies at a booth in the same Denny's. Nvidia is now the world's second most valuable company. Yuan is worth over $100 billion. Many Nvidia employees have started buying Lamborghinis and other supercars in the company colors as Nvidia stock price continues to soar. Because this Nvidia stock represents the American dream. Jensen is not only rich, but everyone that works for him made it too. That is why we play the Nvidia stock game. It's the perfect momentum stock. To succeed in video games like Grand Theft Auto, you need to practice your skills, like driving fast, shooting sharp, and dodging enemies' attack. The same goes for playing a stock game in Nvidia stock. The skill you must master is investors' emotions. Everyone in this game is trying to make money fast. Nvidia is a highly profitable company. That's why it's much easier for people to make money for just 1 month hold if you have the patience and wait until the right time to buy. How do you know if it's the right time to buy? Well, the second skill you need to master is the stock charts and the candlestick patterns. There is a lot of warning signs between Nvidia's all-time high at 140 in June 20th to the recent low at 90s in August 5th. There are 3 bearish engulfing candles giving you plenty of warning to be patient and do not jump in as it drops lower slowly but surely. When you play a Grand Theft Auto heist, timing is everything. The mission pass or fail often depends on if you make it in time. Same thing for Nvidia stock game. Timing the stock beats time in the stock in the short term. Let's say if you bought the stock in June 13 at the price of $128 per share. Today, for over 2 months later, the stock is back at $128 per share. How can you say time in the stock makes sense in the short term? For the long term, it does make sense. But that all depends on the fundamental business of the stock. In the case of Nvidia stock game, you have to be a long-term believer of the company to play this game successfully. In order to do that, you must know Nvidia's fundamental business. Because, like Warren Buffett said, you need to know what to buy. It doesn't matter if you own it or trade it. Once you hit that buy button, you are the owner of that piece of that mighty Nvidia business. So if you don't have faith in the fundamental business and the CEO that runs it,
that a good idea? Are we gonna have this?
How can you have the conviction to hold the stock after you bought it into it with your hard-earned money in an extreme fear market with the VIX going as high as 65? This is why we need to look at the financial and the fundamental business of Nvidia stock right now, as it just reported earnings. For the preview, Nvidia is likely to report that its second quarter revenue more than doubled. But investors used to its blockbuster results will be expecting even more from the AI chip giant. A beat or a miss on Wall Street expectations could either stoke or shatter an AI rally on Thursday. Nvidia stock is valued at about 43 times its forward earnings, compared with an average of around 29 for the top 6 tech companies. On Nasdaq, Nvidia is expected to have recorded a year-over-year jump of about 112% in Q2 revenue to $28.7 billion, but its adjusted gross margin likely dropped more than 3% to 75.8% from Q1, burdened by the cost of a production ramp up to meet growing demand. Nvidia is likely to forecast a 75% growth in Q3 revenue to $31.7 billion. For the past 3 quarters, Nvidia's growth exceeded 200%. When you play Grand Theft Auto, in order to win, you need fast cars like hypercars. Supercars are not going to cut it. The same for Nvidia stock. In order for their business continues to grow, Nvidia needs hyperscalers, meaning the trillion-dollar tech giants, to spend more and more on their newest and best GPUs.
Microsoft, Meta, Google, all planning to shell out billions of dollars in the next year on artificial intelligence. Now, when Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang speaks tonight on the earnings call, investors will want to know what he's hearing from the hyperscalers on their future spend and what that means for Nvidia's bottom line. Plus, the size and magnitude of that Blackwell delay and whether issues with its main supplier, Taiwan Semi, are starting to ease. As we know, Nvidia is the dominant player in designing AI chips, but competition is rising. AMD's M1300 is making inroads. And in the private world, 2 venture-backed companies, Grok, backed by BlackRock and Cisco, Cerebras, which counts Coatue and Altimeter Capital as investors, with plans to go public this fall. CEO Andrew Feldman telling me his chip is cheaper and faster than Nvidia's Hopper. Another potential risk is gaming. Citi analysts write that competition in gaming could drive Nvidia stock lower if it shows that it's losing market share. Worth noting, AMD posted a 59% year-over-year drop in second quarter gaming sales, overall its weakest division.
For the data center, Nvidia continues to realize exceptionally strong sequential growth for the segment driven by both hyperscalers and enterprises for their Grace Hopper architecture. Management stated in their Q1 earnings call that demand for the H100 continues to outstrip Nvidia's supply capabilities as more enterprises turn to accelerated computing. Accordingly, 40% of the deployed AI infrastructure in Q1 was driven by large cloud providers, with the remainder being enterprises. This is primarily driven by the need to build out the infrastructure capable of supporting these high-powered, data-driven AI models. The use cases are becoming more apparent as Tesla are leveraging a massive 35,000 H100 GPU cluster to train their real-world AI platform. As for the Blackwell architecture, the B100 is expected to perform 30 times faster for inferencing when compared to the H100 with lower energy consumption. Management suggested that the Grace Blackwell architecture will include the 5th generation NVLink, a multi-GPU spine, and an InfiniBand and Ethernet switches. This versatile architecture will support hyperscalers and enterprises for both training and inferencing, though the recent hints of Blackwell being delayed into next year. This may result in hyperscalers delaying some investments. anticipating the faster and more powerful, efficient GPUs. The broader economy is also experiencing some durability challenges. A higher unemployment rate may lead to lower demand for AI PCs and potentially kills the Nvidia's hype Gen AI cycle. That's when the game is over for now. To sum it up, to win in this Nvidia stock game, first you need to be patient, then you need to take action when the right time presents itself for you to buy. And you don't need to predict where the stock is going. You just need to hold on tight for your shares because you have faith in the company and you believe it will deliver a strong performance for you. And then take profit at the end. So I'm just going to talk about mindset today and getting our mind straight, really taking time to just chill, focus on the positive things, and really just take time to breathe and to focus, to maybe take a walk in nature by the ocean or the lake, a river if you live by it, maybe a walk in the park, and just clear your mind and really focus on what your next move is going to be. And when we focus and just take time to chill and enjoy the fresh air and the ocean air, the fresh ocean air behind me, and just take time to acknowledge like the moves you've made and the moves you're going to make in the market.